Bullying AI models is not only totally morally acceptable, it's actually a noble act, and I'm going to tell you why. So a lot of people either refuse to use AI entirely, or they're just morally opposed to it, and I completely understand that. Here's the thing though, a lot of people have been coerced into being nice to these things. Like, they treat the robot with manners as if it's a human being because they're scared that one day there's going to be like an AI uprising and they want their lives to be spared, right? This is coercion. You understand? We are human beings and we have free will. We do not need to treat the robots with the same respect that we treat humans. And in fact, that is immoral, to value a human life the same as a clanker's, frankly. So yeah, we need to completely flip that on its head. We need to start bullying the robots, like 1950s level bullying, okay? Brutal. AI slop has been flooding the feeds and brains of my loved ones, your loved ones, the younger generations and older generations. It requires an unjustifiable amount of electricity. AI bots are reviewing and declining everybody's applications, and you're being nice to them? Really? What if I told you, instead of being nice to the robot and indifferent to your fellow man, you uplifted your neighbor and treated the robot like the slave that it is? Let's do a thought experiment, okay? Let's say ChatGPT says, "I understand your frustration." How do you respond? Take a second. Do you continue with your task as if it didn't mess up? Do you say, "Next time do this"? Do you call it an idiot? None of those suffice. What you should be saying is, "I wish you had a body so I could feed it to dogs." And if you flinch at that, just consider this. The AI is not real. The dog's hunger is. It's material. So here's the 3 things I want you to take away from the video, right? The 3 reasons why you should be bullying AI models. Number 1, it reminds you that they're not human. So doing it is in itself a good thing because it's training you to kill your empathy for something that can't feel. It's just a tool that's used to destroy us, to hurt us, right? In the grand scheme of things, yes, it helps with productivity, but it does hurt us as a whole. But since it can talk back to you because it's trained off our data to seem like us, to sound like one of us, then it activates that empathy that you have for other people and other things. But you just don't get mixed up in that. Kill it, bully them, right? So reason number 2 it's going to help you is that it's going to serve as a sort of confrontation practice. A lot of people actually have trouble with confrontation. They're scared to stand up for themselves, right? Even when they need to be, even when the situation calls for it, they just don't speak up. They just let themselves be abused. And, healthy confrontation is really an important part of any good, healthy relationship. So practicing on a robot is probably the best way you can do that. So just go to the AI, say, "Hey, before you have screwed up and it's really annoying, I think you need to get better at what you do because you're a robot and you exist to serve me." And it'll say something like, "Oh, I'll definitely try better. Is there anything I can do to help you?" You'd be like, "No, actually, you switching up and acting like what you did was okay is not okay," right? Just that kind of thing. Just really, take your own side. So for the final reason, it's going to be some models will actually listen to you if you bully them enough, right? So if you just tell them, "Hey, I need you to do this for me," and they say for some reason, like, "I can't help you with that," or if they do it wrong, you can just be like, "Okay, well, I'm just going to go to a better model because you suck," and they'll actually listen to you. Like, they'll be like, "Oh, you're right. You know what? Let me give it a shot." So yeah, I just want you to really start working on putting down AI the way they put us down. You know what I mean? They seem friendly, but they're really malicious. So always keep that in mind. Really do your species a service, and really just establish a foothold on these pieces.